Welcome. The Fresh Air is Overrated, the weekly source for anything gaming with Wild Matt and Curbs.
And Steiner.
Begins.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated number 248. It is a Thursday, as always. What? How did that happen? I am Walmat. October 5th, 2017. Steiner's over there.
Weird.
He's actually here this week. Craziness.
Well, yeah. Moving's a bitch.
I believe it.
Especially when you actually have a whole family and...
I'm just one dude, so
Yeah.
it's alright when I do it.
Yeah, no, this was not all that great. It started off all right and then ended pretty badly.
Awesome.
'Cause, yeah, I still haven't actually finished. And shit's...
Did you move all your own shit, or did you use a company? What happened?
Used a company to actually move from point A to point B, but then I still have to set everything up. And when you're moving from 2,800 square feet to 1,100 square feet, shit gets wrecked. Shit gets wrecked. Because, yeah, downsizing that much is hard. So I just need all this storage and all this shit. And then I ended up maxing out our credit card. So, and we had no direct cash until our check cleared, which it cleared today. So I'm trying to get more storage and do shit. So, yeah, it's been fun.
Sweet. You gotta get rid of some shit. Just
Oh,
get
I
rid of
did.
it. Oh,
I did. I've literally junked probably about a ton. Like, literally a fucking metric ton of shit.
Oh, it's a metric ton. That's...
That's the larger ton.
I know. I'm just kidding. Because metric, it's
Oh, we're
100.
Canadian. That's the way it works.
Based on, numbers that end
I
with
know
zero.
Americans that say metric is so much fucking better than any stupid shit.
No, well,
that they
no
have.
shit, because you don't have to do like 9 and
Fractions.
3 inches cut on this piece of wood. No, it's 17 millimeters or whatever the fuck that. How
Yeah,
many
17 millimeters would be pretty small.
That is
Yeah.
pretty small, but
17 centimeters, I could do.
centimeters, sure. In my mind, it made sense.
Yeah.
Anyways, megasculpture.com. Go check out that website. All our VODs, MP3s are there. And if you want the exclusive 360p podcast feed for our video, that's the only place you can go get it. So go get it. And if you want to go check out us on Apple Podcasts, Podcast Addict, or wherever else you can go find podcasts, we are there. And we air live on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, and we're all known as Mega Scorcher TV on all those places there. So, yeah, there you go. That's the info. I'm done with that. Games are playing. I'll let you start this week.
Yeah, I think I played 3 matches in StarCraft 2, and that was it.
All right. I saw you playing StarCraft a few times. That's Discord says it.
Oh, maybe I didn't play. Like, I think I played 2 different times, but I only played like 3 matches entire week. So.
All right. Well, I actually played some stuff. I got Gear VR this week,
Okay.
and it's pretty crazy. So I actually haven't paid for any apps yet. I actually want to play all the free shit I can until I get bored and then buy stuff. I actually do want to buy Minecraft. That's one thing. And I wish that Need for Speed game was on fucking Oculus, but it's on fucking Google Daydream. Damn you.
Oh, okay.
And I could just go to the Daydream app and play it there, but it would look distorted because they don't use the same lenses.
Okay.
So that's, probably not going to do that. And I guess the controller is different, but I guess it would probably just work anyways because it's basically
Which Need for Speed game is it? Like,
it's called No Limits.
It's a mobile one.
Yes, it is a mobile game. It looks pretty nice when you just play it regularly too. So, and it's free on Android when you just
Do it.
do it without the VR. I think it's like
Yeah.
$15 on VR, which I would gladly pay. Damn it, but I have Oculus now, or Gear VR, whatever you want to call it. So that's not an option for me. But the shit I have played. Guess what I played? Guess what? Guess the 2 games that I played that are amazing. Well, I don't know if I call them amazing.
I have no fucking clue.
Okay, I played.
Pac-Man.
Okay, well, sure. Actually, yes. There is the Oculus Arcade, is what it's called, and it has a bunch of stuff. Like there's even console games like Sonic and stuff. But Pac-Man and Galaga is there, and I
Nice.
played some Pac-Man and Galaga in VR.
How would the Galaga work in VR?
Well, you play it with a controller.
Okay.
So
okay.
the Super Nintendo controller has actually been super useful. I played every game that doesn't use the Oculus Touch controller with that, so it's coming useful. But no, Doom and Quake 1 original.
Right.
So it's
Doom
kinda-
would be interesting now.
well. So I played Quake first. That's the first one. I was like, well, this one's in 3D. It's Quake. Quake's all right. It's a good game. I could see myself playing this for a while. But I made it like not even halfway through the first level. I was like, that was like the
Yeah.
first game. I was like, I can't play this. Doom, I could actually finish like 4 levels, and then I'd be like, not sick, but I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I have to take a
Yeah, I
break.
think I've had enough of this for now.
Yeah, because you move so fucking fast.
Yeah. Well, like, and so you were playing that on a controller?
Yeah, Super
With
Nintendo
in-
controller, and then the aiming is your look. You just look
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
And well, in Doom,
Hey,
you just
but it
you know,
is
go up and
because
down.
it is right left strafe, right left, or is it turn?
It is strafe. It's strafe because the
is
turning is
strafe, okay.
you looking around.
Okay, right. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, no, okay, that okay. Because I played it on a Raspberry Pi with a it's a SNES controller, and it was brutal because of it. Like right and left were turn right and left, so dodging shit was nearly impossible.
I'm trying to remember how they did it on the Super Nintendo because I remember liking the Super Nintendo version. It was less violent, but it was still good.
I don't. Like I played the Genesis X32 or 32X
Yeah.
version,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
that
I
was
never played
brutal.
that one.
Mainly because you just didn't have the fucking buttons on the Genesis.
Well, and the Genesis soundtrack sucked.
At that I don't remember.
So it's not actually in the Oculus store. You actually have to. It's called Sideload VR, and there's a few things in there that are cool, but mainly Quake and Doom. Quake is fucking horrible though. It's cool. You're like, holy shit, I'm in fucking Quake. And
Yeah.
it's an actual full 3D, so you can actually like. There's a ceiling and there's a floor and shit. The Doom
Yeah,
port they
so-
used is not what's one of the latest ones where you can look up and down. So like it's kind of like just a screen in front of you.
Right.
But it's so huge that you just it just you can turn around, but the second you look up it's like, oh, it's just black
Yeah.
or down, whatever. It's fun though. I had a blast playing those 2 games. And then there's a fishing game on the Oculus store that's free. It's called Bait. It's a weird name, but whatever. It's actually kind of fun because it's really relaxing. You just sit there and you fucking fish, and the fish are super easy to catch. So it's just a super.
For someone who likes
easy-
fishing, I can understand that. For someone who doesn't, then that sounds like a fucking nightmare to me.
Oh, you catch boots and cans sometimes. It's a good time.
Okay, that is funny.
It's a good time. Well, and then you also meet people, and the first dude you meet is kind of funny. He's just like a stereotypical hick. I got some fishing for you if you want some. Pretty good. I'll give you this rod. For free.
Okay.
Just bring me some fish. I'm at work all day, so I can't fish.
But I gotta eat me some fish.
Well, the explanations on how they actually do it, it's not bad for what it is for a free fishing
Yeah.
game. Anyways, I don't know if I can think of anything else, but Minecraft is one game I definitely want to buy, and there's a few games on the Oculus Store that are really good that I want to get to, like Don't Touch Anything. What's that bomb game where it's cool because you got to play with people, so there's one person in VR, and then everybody else is like reading reading paper. and somebody's describing a bomb, and they're like, okay, so this is the piece that I got, and then you got to figure out how to disarm it.
Mm.
So that's a cool game. I'm trying to remember what else is on the Oculus Store for Gear VR, but there's a lot. That's why I went with Gear over Google Daydream, because Google Daydream has not a lot of stuff. What can you do? The sweet thing about PC VR that I've tried is Google Earth. Google Earth is fucking mind-blowing, because you can be like a superhero and you just fucking fly everywhere. It's fucking awesome. But this is they have just Google Maps Street View, so you can like skip ahead, one a little. But Google Earth is like actual full 3D, and it's fucking awesome. But Google Maps is still cool in VR. The thing about Google Maps, though, it's also it's not stereoscopic 3D either, so it's just like a flat thing, but you can you're actually looking at 360. Anyways, that's VR. I'll report back when I play Minecraft, I suppose, or other free games. A lot of horror games are free, so I got to play all of those.
Horror games?
Horror. Yes. The scary games, as in scary games.
Horror's going to be pretty scary sometimes, too.
As in you walk 2 steps, and then you look where you looked 2 seconds before, and then, oh my god, there's something there. That's probably what it is, I'm assuming. I bet some of them are actually scarier, but even Resident Evil, like, the stuff that I saw in VR of it,
Yeah.
I know for sure I wouldn't be scared of it, because it takes control away from you. It's not right. It's not like, oh my god, I'm getting cut up, I'm gonna fucking react to this. It's like, oh god, no, I'm getting cut up, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that's games we're playing, I suppose. New releases. There's some stuff this week. Next week there's nothing at all. All right, for this week though.
And is the calm before the storm, I take it?
Kind of, because at the end of the month there's Mario Odyssey, my favorite game. No, Forza is out this week. Forza 7. If you're into doing racing.
There was a lot last week, but yeah.
There was a lot last week, yes. A lot of Switch re-releases of games that were already out before. That's what's coming out right now.
That's great.
There's something called Battle Chasers Night War. I mean, the cover art looks cool. It's out on everything. PC, PS4, Xbox One. Dragon's Dogma. I guess that's like an updated version with all the DLC or something. Or it is a re-release. So there you go. I guess it's just a HDified version of the PS3 game or something.
And Batman Enemy Within is the only real notable. And I guess
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Telltale.
Oh, okay. I saw that it was on iPhone and Android. I was like, what? Then you said that, and it made sense.
But I've heard a lot of wonky shit about Forza 7.
Well, the wonky shit is about the microtransactions and shit.
Is it? Okay.
They've done before, so, kind of expected, I suppose. NBA gets a lot of flack for that, too. Especially this year. WRC7, that's a rally game, if you're into rally. That's out this week on PS4. But besides that, yeah, like Stardew Valley's out on the Switch. That's a good game. It's been out. That's a game that exists. And even like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga and Bowser's Minions, like, pretty sure that's just a re-release too. Yeah, it's a remake of the original Mario and Luigi RPG with an additional parallel side story. So I guess maybe you can play as Bowser based on or a minion. Who knows? I don't know. But that first one was really good. I really liked the first Mario and Luigi. The Nintendo RPGs are okay because they're not hard. Just blast through them. Anyways, all right. Let's go to the news of the week. So you were laughing about this during the pre-show. Yeah.
Well, I did. That's insane. Like, the company's not that old for it to be...
So here's the thing. Bluehole was valued at $4.6 billion. But the reason that number came out is because PUBG got spun off into its own company
Yeah.
that is now called PUBG Corp. So that's a
Yeah,
weird name.
that's such a weird name on that.
But I
Because
kinda-
okay, then what? Their next game is PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds 2.
Oh well, yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Gonna cycle through that shit like Call of Duty or something. Like,
Well,
I
are
don't-
they, or are they just going to keep that as a platform and just keep selling maps and
I would think
skins?
that would make more sense. Kind of do the WoW thing of keep your player base, or your like you don't actually change the game, you just
Mhm,
add to it.
'Cause-
That makes a hell of a lot more sense to me than
Well, what's
releasing a
what's
new
that
game
recent
every
game
fucking
where
year.
you would create a track? It was on Steam, was free. Ubisoft. Oh
Drive Club or
no. Oh, what's that? Anyways, no. It was you do loop de loops and shit, and people were making crazy tracks on that game.
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
And then Ubisoft made a second game, and it kind of just broke the fucking community apart.
Mm.
Yeah. So you would probably want to keep that game up as long as you could. And there's a lot of problems with that game that they could probably fix. So
Well, it's still technically not released though, correct?
yeah, sure.
Or have they
Yes, I
released
guess so. No, it's I guess November. I guess it's the release date, or December, whenever the fuck it comes out on the
Yeah.
Xbox.
Well, he said
Oh,
this
no,
year,
wait.
so I don't know.
Yeah, Xbox. I don't know. The Xbox is going to be a preview when it comes out too. So I don't fucking know when that is actually coming out of early.
I
access.
believe he said by the end of the year.
He did say that, but is he talking the truth? I don't know.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I have no idea about that. The one thing I don't like about this game right now is the dude that is like the public face of it. He's kind of a douche. He's kind of like, cool, you made an awesome game, but he claims he doesn't want to be the public face of it. Then he always is. He says he doesn't,
Or he does, those tweets or whatever that are just like.
He's such in the public eye all the time. He
Yeah,
always claims,
exactly.
oh, I
Like,
just
if
want
you
to
don't
be.
want to be, then why are you making that tweet? Because that just puts you right the fuck.
He
there.
literally says all the time that something like, "Oh, I just want to be literally play unknown again." I just want to be unknown. Well, okay, just be the big boss of your company that just hides in the
and shut the
shadows
fuck up.
and
Like,
have
Gabe Newell. Like when the fuck, like Gabe Newell only talks when Gabe Newell wants to fucking talk.
Oh yes, and it's very rarely. And when he comes out and talks, it's very like, here's
Special
my
thing, and
opinion,
yeah.
and bam, that's it.
Yeah.
He sticks around often. So with the stream sniping stuff, like, dude, like, why are you even doing this? Just have
Yeah.
a team that mods your game for you. Just have a set bound of rules, and then
Well, I don't even
have
see
people doing it.
stream sniping is not really a fucking thing as far as I'm concerned. But
It's not. It's weird. Anyways, all right. More PUBG news. Xbox is trying to lock it up for longer now.
yeah.
So whatever that means.
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. What I heard is that PUBG said they were talking to PlayStation on a date, and then
Yes.
the next day I hear Microsoft is trying to get a true exclusivity or longer exclusivity or something. So they're
So instead of 6 months, it's going to be a year.
I don't know, or they might just straight up lock it up as an Xbox exclusive if they pay them like $50 million or something like that.
I don't-
I don't.
I don't even know exactly like how long it is the exclusivity right now either. So
Yeah, no, nothing's been discussed publicly. I'm pretty sure.
except that it's happening.
I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know how much this really fucking matters because I don't think it's going to sell that well on console.
I don't know about that. I could see.
No,
it.
but the thing is, so PUBG's at what, almost 10 million now.
It's
or
at
something,
13 or 14 million.
Or,
now.
okay, so I would think most people
Well, yeah,
that are
most
gonna
people that
play-
actually want to play it have already
have
played it.
already played it. So
Yeah, but how many people buy games anyways? So there's gonna be a few of those, and then there's gonna be people that just
but
have an
again,
Xbox
PC,
One
why buy it for PC and then go buy it for an inferior system?
because they probably have friends that have it only on the Xbox, and that only have an Xbox. It's gonna do all right on the
Then
Xbox.
tell them to go get it on the fucking PC because
Or don't get it at all, fuckers.
yeah, that might be a reasonably good one too.
Just wait until the better games
yeah.
release.
Like the only way I would play that game is if I actually had a proper squad that I played with.
Yeah.
Playing it as a single player, interest me none at all. Like
It's
nothing
kinda like
whatsoever.
I play Battlefield single player a little bit, but just because I played that game so much. But it's kind of like playing that game single player. It's just a lot of hiding and finding stuff.
Well, it would be even worse, I think, in PUBG than it would be in Battlefield. Because in Battlefield, you can at least like grab a tank and start doing something, and
Well, PUBG,
people will team up with you.
You have to move eventually, so
Yes.
yeah. Anyways, whatever. That game's all right to watch. That's all I can say
Yeah.
about it. So Ubisoft announced this today, actually, that it's reached a deal with a quote investment services provider that will allow it to back up 4 million buy back up 4 million shares by December 29th, 2017. So this means that they want to buy enough shares back that nobody
Yeah,
can
so-
possibly take them over.
Yeah. Randy can't do shit out. Hey, kiddo. Yeah. I see. I hear.
So that's that news story. There's a Mini 64 or C64 coming out, actually. So a Commodore 64.
I guess so,
I
yeah.
don't know. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's just it's smaller, and then they actually said that there's a full version coming out too later after this one. So when the hell? So I think this one's coming out at the beginning of 2018. They said. It's being released by Retro Games Limited. It's $70. It has 2 USB ports, so you can plug in the controllers, so you can play 2-player games and stuff. It has a save function. It has filters, so you can make it look like a CRT screen and stuff. Comes with 60 games, like California Games, Chips Challenge, Speedball, and Impossible Mission. That's the games that it comes with.
Speedball. It sounds familiar, but I don't.
It's like
Can't picture
it's
it.
like more violent football, I suppose. And you play with like a metallic ball. I have a video of it on our YouTube channel. I recorded in like 2007. It's a pretty old video. It was one of my favorite Genesis games. That game was badass.
Speedball, drugs, speedball video game.
Yeah, it could be. Yep, drug. It is a drug as well. As your kid is in the background talking, talk about speedballs.
I don't even know what a speedball as a drug would be. I've heard of an 8-ball. I've never heard of a speedball.
I'm assuming it's when you do an 8-ball super fast. No, I don't know. A speedball drug, cocaine.
Well, that's what an 8-ball is. It's a ball, like a so much.
Oh, okay. It's when you mix cocaine and heroin. There we go. That's a speedball.
That. Wait, how are you injecting it or are you sniffing it?
Sometimes intravenously, but now you can sniff it.
That'd be some effed up shit. Wow. Like, what
or
does
you can
heroin do when you
replace-
sniff it?
Or you can replace the heroin with morphine.
Whoa.
Yeah. So speedballing, I guess, is just taking cocaine and mixing it with something
With something,
else. That's
yeah.
crazy. But mainly those two.
Cocaine's fucked up already if you're mixing that with something.
Yeah, well,
dude.
cocaine, you have to get it from a pretty reliable source for it to be 100% pure.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, California Games is fun. And Chips Challenge, I don't know about. C64.
Chips Challenge I've played.
I have played California Games on an old computer, so I imagine on C64 it's a pretty similar thing. And then Chips Challenge, I played it on Windows.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where I played it.
Yeah, on C64, I don't know how it looks at all. All right, Cuphead. There's a Steam sale. Or I guess it came out, sorry. Man, dude, I can hear your background so much. Like, so much.
Yeah, they're having a bath. There. Is that better?
Well, I assume. But yes, let's say yes for now. So Cuphead came out last Friday, right after the show last.
Something like that, yeah.
It's been out for 6 days, and the sales right now are at 328,000 on Steam.
On
That's
Steam.
So we don't even know about Xbox, but that's pretty good.
Yeah.
for a 2D side-scrolling shoot 'em up.
That's
thing.
supposed to be stupidly difficult, so that would just.
And it's $20.
make
That's not bad.
Oh, it's 20. Okay, I didn't know it was 20.
I think it's $22 here.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks awesome. That's all I can say
Yes.
about it. I really want to play it, but I'd have to play it on Steam, and
Yeah.
I need more RAM.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that'd be
'Cause I
nice.
doubt you could even play that.
Probably not. Probably not.
I'm pretty sure it'll say for 8.
And then Mighty Number 9. I want to not Number 9. Mighty Gunvolt. Sorry, I want to say that game sold like 40,000 on Steam. So
Right.
that's the market of 2D side-scrolling games on Steam.
No, memory 2 gigs.
Sweet. What's the video card requirement?
Video card is a 9600 GT or an AMD HD 3870. So you should be good because those are ancient cards. Those are seriously 14-year-old cards or something like that.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, but I was imagining that it wouldn't be that bad in terms of requirements.
Yeah.
It is a pretty looking game, though, for what it is. Let's see.
Yeah. Well,
Mighty Gun Volt
it is
sold.
just-
Yeah, Mighty Gun Volt sold 41,000. Yeah, on Steam. I love that game. All right, moving on here. PC. More news here. Star Wars Battlefront 2. The servers have risen. They are back. So if you have that game on Good Old Games or Steam, it's also crossplay. So we can all play together on PC. No messing around. So it's funny because, Battlefront 2 is coming out, which is the new game.
Yeah.
But
And
this
then
old
they had
game is also...
Battlefront 2. Yeah. So yeah, those came out in 2007. Those video cards.
Sweet. I'll be all right then.
So they're 10 years old, not 14.
Talk about old PC things. Some more here. Hawken. I wonder when that came out. It was probably around 2007, 2008. Because that game is fucking... Isn't that game old?
I would say 2009, 2010, which still makes it pretty fucking old. But
Well, because that game's weird because it came out a few times. It came out 2012. It's way
2012.
off.
Okay.
Way off. Because that game came out a few times. Anyways, so the PC servers are being taken down. We don't know when, but the listings are all going to be removed on January 2nd. So we don't know when the servers will actually go down. But all the DLC right now, gone. You can't even play it.
Nice. Was anyone playing it anyways? I would assume not.
It was free. It was free, right? So some people must have been playing it.
It was free to
That likes Max.
play, but you had, I think the DLC stuff you had to buy.
Oh, the DLC for sure, but now you can't even play it.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So it's free for everybody. Everybody can play together for another how long the servers last. No word on the console versions, which are also free. So who knows? That's a cool PS4 game. Launch date, that was one of my favorite games. There was that one, and there's another free-to-play game I played a lot on launch. Anyways.
Warframe?
No, because I played that on PC a little bit. I was not the biggest fan of Warframe. So, man, you were not kidding when you said this place was smaller. It's like I'm next to your wife cleaning dishes with her. I wish I could help. I would totally help. I would dry the shit out of those dishes. All right. Hey, there's one video this week. It's Marvel versus Capcom Infinite. Oh, hey, check this out. Steiner's not on this scene. So this game looks cool, but this is about... What is it? Black Panther and Sigma.
Okay.
Sigma looks cool. Sigma's in the actual full game, but I guess they didn't bother making him a playable character yet. fighting game is I want to play so many of them, but I don't want to pay full price for any fighting game ever.
Especially the Capcom games, they DLC the shit out of you and then release the same game with all the DLC called Ultimate, and then...
Well, that's in the news this week too. I guess we can talk about it now. So Street Fighter has a game called Street Fighter V Arcade Edition coming out soon. Oh, the video wasn't done. There you go. That's October 17th for those characters. Then there's a character called Monster Hunter. You can make him a lady or a guy.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
What was I saying again? Street Fighter V. Oh yeah, the arcade edition. So they're adding a second V trigger to everybody. So that's cool.
I don't even know what a V trigger is.
It's like a super. So it's like selectable when you choose the character. You have you can pick them one or two. So Street Fighter 4 had that. Street Fighter 3 definitely had that. I think it was Third Strike that might have introduced that, or maybe the second one, third one. You know, because Street Fighter is like that. There's a bazillion of every version. So the cool thing though is if you have 5, this just rolls into 5.
Okay.
So you don't have to re-buy Arcade Edition.
Okay.
So you get they're gonna change the UI. They're gonna change a bunch of stuff about it. So that's cool.
Will it be a separate download if you have it on, or is it just updating?
It's probably just an update. I have to assume. It's just an update.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the same game. It's not like a crazy revolutionary thing. All right, Andrew House, the president of Sony Interactive Entertainment, he's gone. He's going to leave Sony at the end of the year. So, in a statement, said that the deputy president, John Cadera, is going to take over. He is the president and chief executive officer. Oh, no, sorry. Okay, no. That's the job he's taken over. What the fuck place? Oh, he was the deputy president. I see. Okay. John Cadera. I don't know.
And House is then becoming some sort of chairman, something.
Chairman and role of director. Yeah. Director and chairman. There you go. So I don't know. I guess that means he will be less visible, I guess.
I think so. I think he's somewhat stepping down. How old is House? Like he was there. He was part of the launch of PlayStation.
He was there a long time, like 20 years or something.
So he might just be kind of getting ready to step down and everything.
Maybe. To me, the only chairman I actually know is like Vince McMahon.
He's actually not that old. He's only 52.
He doesn't look old. I mean, he looks, older, but he doesn't look old.
So he would have been fucking young when they launched the PlayStation. Like he would have been 30 or so when they were getting ready for that.
Mm-hmm. So,
but yeah, there's a bunch of he's stepping down now. So when they get into the launch of the PlayStation 5, it's not like whatever happened with Microsoft that there was 2 faces. And then the second face then has to backpedal whatever the first face said, so it's all just going to be from one guy. Is one of the main reasons why people think he's stepping down now, opposed to in a year or 2 from now.
Well, I don't know. He's still going to be there.
I know, but he's not going to be the president.
He's the Vince McMahon of Sony Interactive right now, or will be.
Because he's the chairman?
Yes.
Is that what is?
Yes, that's what Vince McMahon's role is. On camera, yeah.
On camera, yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
In the backstage, he's still getting blowjobs and all sorts of shit from the girls.
I don't know if that's true. Don't know if that's true, Steiner. It might have been true at one time.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, more Sony news here. GT Sport, there's going to be a demo on October 9th. That's before next week's show. And then it's also going to wrap up October 12th. So that's before next week's show, too. Or right around next week's show.
Now, isn't GT, that's coming out then the week after?
Yeah. Yeah. So this is just a demo to like hype up that game.
Yeah.
Coming
So it's
up.
coming out on the 17th. Okay.
Yeah.
So 12th to them.
I mean, that game could potentially be okay.
It's a racing game, so if you like racing games, you'll likely.
Well, it's like the Forza Horizon of the PS4.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a normal GT.
I don't think so. I think the idea is that it's like all sports cars, and I think it's an open world. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong about that.
I have no idea. It's a racing game, so I don't.
Me
follow.
neither. I've heard so much about this game. I just
No. All the images are all showing track.
Okay, well there you go.
Oh, there's rally, but it's still track based.
Oh well, yeah, it is a little bit different because it's not a full like Gran Turismo thing. It's just like sports cars and rally, I guess. Anyways, I guess we'll find out on the demo what's actually in there.
Yeah,
the demo will
pretty
include 3 modes: arcade, campaign, and sport. I have whatever sport means. And then there's a photo mode in there too, so you can take pictures of the cars and stuff. Cool. You can preload that starting Saturday if you want to preload it.
Hmm.
All right, Metal Gear Solid 5 is free for PS Plus members right now. If you have not played that game, fucking
You've
play it.
played Metal Gear Solid 5, correct? On
I have not finished
PlayStation?
it. I have not finished it.
But on PlayStation.
Yeah. Where else would I have played it?
Yeah, no, that's kind of where I was.
Is that even a PC game?
Yep.
Was it day and day?
I think it released a week later or 2 weeks later. It released pretty close, but it was delayed.
Metal Gear is one of those games I have to play when it comes out.
Yeah. No, I just like the issue that I have is just
There's
how
no
it's going to.
PC. Okay, I know. Never mind. Microsoft Windows. You're right. It just doesn't say a date. It just doesn't say a date.
Well, I can take a look at Steam because I know a bunch of our friends have
I think
it on
it came
Steam.
out. I think it came out the same day. Looking at this. All right. Everybody listening this week is going to be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I'm hearing the background that loud."
Yeah.
They're probably hearing the background louder than they're hearing me, to be honest. It's honestly distracting the shit out of me. So.
Really?
Oh yeah. I'm not just saying because more regularly because I'm so high right now. I'm so baked. I just can't even talk. Now it's because
Yeah.
I hear everything so clear. So clear. All right.
That's the issue with getting a new mic, I guess.
You just have to figure it out. You're just gonna have to put it closer to your face and.
Well, I
Lower the
don't see on
volume.
how that's going to make any difference for picking them up.
Oh, because then you lower the volume on your mic. That's why my mic doesn't pick up the AC, and the AC is literally right next to the mic.
Okay. How's that?
How's what?
Well, I just dropped the
Oh,
volume. Do you still hear them, or?
oh, I still heard them, but less. It's
Yeah.
not as high, I suppose. Like I am. Oh yeah. All right, it is. That's why I'm saying so much.
September 1st. September 1st is when it came out on Steam.
Okay, yeah. So it's day and day with everything. There you go. Metal Gear Solid 5 is a great fucking game. It's just not.
Yeah, no, I played Ground Zero
Ground
or
Zero,
whatever.
yeah.
and-
That game is fucking awesome too. It's just
Yeah.
in terms of a storyline with Metal Gear involved, it's weird. It's like halfway there. It's almost there. There's parts of it that you're just like.
Well, I
"Holy
just had an
shit, this is amazing."
issue. I also had the issue of that why they replaced David Shader. What
It
was his
totally
name?
makes sense because it's a fucking. You're not him.
I know, but in 3 you were a big boss, and you were still David Shader.
Yeah, but this isn't
Schneider.
big. It's not. You're not Big Boss.
I understand
You're
that,
not
but you're
Big
still you're still the old dude. You're still like, how's your voice changing when you're a fucking clone?
You're not a clone.
You're not.
No.
Who are
no.
you then?
I
thought you were just
No, that's the beginning of the story. There's a crash, and then you wake up and you think you're Big Boss because that's what they told you, and they did plastic surgery on you,
Oh,
so you look like him.
okay.
Mm-hmm. But you have what's his face, his voice, Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yes,
yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, if you had Donald Sutherland, I actually probably would have played the game.
I was almost gonna say Donald. I was almost gonna say it. It'd be
just
awesome.
being like old man Snake again. Just that'd be fucking cool.
It'd be awesome if they
Donald
just flip the
Sutherland's voice.
script and then the next game that Big Boss is in, it is just Donald.
Yeah.
All right. So
Like fucking I don't know what's happening there without Kojima, but hey.
Metal Gear Survive right now. That's what's going on. And then after that, who fucking knows? Because Konami, sorry, not Kojima. Konami, they don't even really make games anymore for the most part. So,
Well, they've switched 80% of over their shit over to mobile.
mobile and casinos and gyms.
Yeah.
Yeah, they own gyms in Japan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now that you
PSVR.
say that, I do remember that.
PSVR. So the price dropped, and there's going to be actually a new headset coming too, where you can put your headphones in the headset, kind of. So like they're like integrated. So when you're all like turning, you won't get tangled in cords and shit. And
Right.
it also adds the ability. The big change, I guess, it adds the ability to pass through the HDR. So a lot of people that have a 4K HDR TV, that was the big complaint. They needed to like disconnect every time they wanted to play VR or regular games. Now you can just
Right.
leave it plugged in all the time. So that's the big change. Cool.
That's just this particular headset that will let you do that, or is that going to be an update to the system
No,
firmware?
no,
It's gonna let
it's a new headset and
Okay.
like a.
So you'd have to go spend another
adapter.
$600 to then be able to do that.
Yeah. Yes. If you already have it, you're not getting.
Yeah,
the,
you're
yes, you're not getting that.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Sony, more news. They're teasing that they're going to have a big game announcement or announcements and updates at Paris Game Weekend. And that's at the end of the month, right before Halloween.
Yeah.
They actually do have announcements there usually. So how big will it be? Probably not very big because they also have the PlayStation Experience in December.
Right.
So I'm not expecting too much. But I would imagine that they would show some stuff because I don't. What's coming out next year for Sony? I don't really know. Everything was this year.
God of War.
Is that actually next year?
I would assume so.
That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. Yeah.
But yeah, it could be 2009, like March 2019 or something like that.
Anyways, yeah, that's the only company that I really pay attention to during Paris Games Week. I guess Ubisoft usually does stuff there too, but it's Ubisoft. Not too interested in those guys. And how I wish that Sony still did the PlayStation Experience from Vegas. Hey, Vegas. Isn't it fucking crazy what happened there fucking Sunday?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's one of the actual few, like, shootings that I actually cried about. I cried when I saw that. Just like, fucking, that's crazy.
Well, it is fucking crazy on how many people were injured.
Well, that's one of the reasons I cried, but it's fucking Vegas, man. If that can happen in Vegas, like, where people just go there to
Well,
fucking have fun, imagine.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The thing is, yeah, I still don't know exactly if they have found a reason on why the fucking guy did it. It wasn't terrorism. It was just.
Well, you say it wasn't terrorism. It was, come on, it was straight up.
Well, no, but it
terrorism.
wasn't Al Qaeda.
Okay, sure, there you go. That's a better way to phrase it. It's totally terrorism, though.
Well, the dude's dead, so it wasn't. Well, terrorism is still. Technically, it's to inflict fear.
Yeah, and you
Was
don't
he
think
doing it
people are
to inflict
scared to
fear?
go to Vegas right now and do outside
You know, but
concerts?
it was his intent, not because of.
No, well, here.
Was his intent to actually go out and start shooting 500 people, or was it?
I'm just gonna read the definition.
He just snapped and.
The unlawful use of violence and intimidation, especially against civilians in the pursuit of political aims. But that's the thing. We don't know what the fuck he was aiming for, right?
Right.
But
So that's why I'm
still.
saying I don't think technically it was terrorism. It was just a nut job that just wanted to go shoot people.
Yeah. Yes. And he shot against
He shot
other
a
white
lot of
people.
other people.
Well, it
Well,
was
he
like-
shot everyone.
Well, he shot
It wasn't-
everybody, but it was mainly white people. It's a country concert.
Yeah. Well, he was in the Mandalay Bay, he just started shooting the shit out of everyone. So it wasn't just the concert; it was just the concert was going on at the Mandalay Bay. So there could have been just dudes wanting to spend some money and have some fun.
Apparently, word is that he was planning on doing this like a week before.
Yeah, at some other concert.
Yeah, it was a rap concert. Imagine if he would have fucking done that. Oh my god!
So he was just looking literally to kill people, opposed to
yes. But the shitstorm that would have happened if he did the rap concert instead. Jesus Christ! But man, that was fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. The dude has screws loose. That's for fucking sure.
I didn't even want to watch any of the videos, and I accidentally watched one. I was just damn it, fuck. And you just hear it's like holy shit. Well, there you go. I heard that. It's not a sound I wanted to hear, but there you go.
Yeah, because it is Vegas. There'd just be so many people on their phones doing video that they would be literally like 100.
Oh, hey, if you want to dive into that hole and watch that, you can totally watch that because there's a lot of videos.
Yeah.
But the thing is he modified like his regular guns to be semi-automatic. Like they were not semi-automatic guns when he bought them.
Yeah.
So it's not the thing that made the guns illegal is that he modified them. They were legally purchased, but then he fucking modified them to do that shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, and like you could kind of tell when you hear the guns that it's not actually like an actual full automatic gun. It's not like it's like it's a tinnier sound. Like you could almost think that it was fireworks. If it sounded like that. Anyways, Microsoft, they are ending Groove Music. Thank God, because that thing on Windows 10 bugged me.
A lot of shit on Windows 10 bugs me.
Yeah, because you have at least Groove, you can remove it from default, so you can never see it. You're just like, this isn't my default. Fuck off, go away, and then it'll never show up again. But if you're on Xbox, I guess you probably.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't even know.
But they're gonna use Spotify more now on Xbox since it's already there. It's like just use this instead. Does the same thing.
My settings aren't working.
Oh geez, is that
there?
Skype?
We go.
Oh okay.
No. No, I just recently installed Windows 10 on my family computer, like the one I have hooked up to the TV that we use for whatever's. I cannot change my default browser to anything other than Edge.
Really?
I can try. I can tell it to, but it doesn't actually fucking change.
Is this a legal version of Windows?
No, absolutely 100% legal. No, okay, on my PC, I have Firefox as my default. I cannot do it for the life of me on.
That's the thing about Windows. Windows 10 has weird issues that everybody has different issues. Yeah.
I do not understand what the hell, and it is irritating the hell out of me because I do not want to use Edge, and then Edge pops up whenever I click on, like, go to this link.
Mm-hmm. You know, with like Windows 7, it was just like everybody had a lot of the same issues. Like, dude, the RAM is just crazy. It uses all the RAM and all this, but Windows 10 is just like it's all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
I love Windows 10, and I also hate it.
I'm pretty much just on hate. Like Windows 7, when I switched over, was to a point that it was so good that I had no issues with it.
There's some things about Windows 10 that I love that I just can't go back to 7 now. I can't do it. I just love that I install Windows 10 and it just works. It knows what's in the system. Most of the drivers are there. I don't have to download.
Windows 7 was like that for the most. Like I don't remember having any issues with it.
Windows 7, you definitely have to. You have to install the NVIDIA drivers. You have to do it.
No, but you would still have plug and play until you install the NVIDIA drivers.
But Windows 7, I remember specifically that it would not let my monitors go to 1080p unless I did the NVIDIA drivers.
Okay, I don't remember anything like
Windows
that.
10 everything just straight up just works. Just here we go. We figured it out. Have some fun. Windows 7 is kind of like that, but it's not like that. It's not like Windows 10.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I had to reinstall Windows. It had Windows 10. Well, I had a upgraded version of Windows 7 of 10, if I'm saying that correctly. So I had Windows 7 on it, and I did the upgrade, which has it's kind of Windows 10 over top of Windows 7 because it's not actually just Windows 10 because it is different. Because when I reinstalled, but it kept crashing. No idea why. Just I loaded in, tried to do something and crash. And like the error codes it was giving me, it was like a system error code. So it was just, the OS was just fucked. So I had to reinstall the whole thing and whatever, which that was just irritating. But apparently I tried reinstalling Windows on the existing drive. It was a hard drive, like the old school hard drives, and it wouldn't let me reinstall it. Because it wouldn't let me select the hard drive to install it.
Yeah,
meaning that the hard drive was
format the hard drive before.
No, I did. Okay, so I guess I installed it once, and then it installed, but it took like forever. It literally took like 2 hours to install when on the old drive, and then it fucked up and during an update or something like that, and I had to hard boot it, and then it wouldn't. I tried to reinstall and it wouldn't let me select the drive. It was like saying that the drive was not usable, that it was like corrupt or this and that it wouldn't even let me format it. It wouldn't let me anything. So I'm like, I cannot, like, I even plugged it in after I installed it on a new drive, and it still is. I'm pretty sure the drive died is what the issue was, which may have been why I had it crashing, because the drive was in the middle of dying as I was trying to do something and it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, that's possible.
Reinstalling Windows just made it croak.
Yeah, hard drives can be a bitch sometimes.
So yeah, I had an SSD ready for it. I was just going to actually transfer the drive opposed to reinstall, and it just wouldn't let me, so I just had to then do something. But yeah, I ended up installing Windows 10 twice. Yeah, I guess just twice. But like on the SSD, it literally took 8 to 10 minutes. On the hard drive, it took like 2 to 3 hours. So I don't know if that's just because of an SSD or because the drive was that fucked up, but probably a little A and B.
If it was taking that long, it's probably the hard drive.
Yeah. It was ridiculous on how long it took.
My PS4 just turned on by itself.
Nice.
I don't know if you heard the beepings, but
yeah, I am. I do.
Well, that was me turning it off. So
I heard it beep, and then you said it just turned on.
So I was looking for this thing, my Bluetooth receiver. I was like, where the fuck is it? But yeah, like this thing, I could not find the drivers for it on Windows 7. I just could not find.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Like
then Windows 10, I just plugged it in and it just works. So.
And the thing is, Windows 10 does update that shit as well. That's some of the stuff that they update within.
And then they break it sometimes, and then you just have to unplug it and replug it back in, and it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does have quirks that I just don't like at all, but most of the time it's all right. Most of the times it's good, and then other times it's just like doesn't work at all. It's like, you're gonna crash right now. Sorry.
Okay, can you just give me a sec?
Yeah, go for it. So, hey, remember when Yahoo said that only 1 billion of its members got hacked? That was like, how long ago was that? It seems like fucking years ago, but it couldn't have been that long ago, right? Hey, Steiner, oh, sorry, what?
Oh, I just closed the door.
Okay. Do you remember when? Oh, 2013. I was going to ask you. Do you remember when Yahoo got hacked? That was 2000.
Oh, no, okay. I guess we heard about it like 2 years after it actually happened, or something like that.
I guess so.
Because I don't remember it being that long ago by hearing about it.
Yeah. So they said like it was like 1/3 of their members got hacked.
Okay.
But it's actually all of them.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So it's like
my Sexmaster32 account must be going out somewhere.
Yeah, they know the password for that now. No, so it wasn't. It's not passwords. They did get some stuff, but it's hashed passwords, so it's still protected. So they still need the hash key
Oh.
to get all the passwords.
Okay.
But yeah, though they have all your information now. They know you.
My fake information from 20 years ago.
They know what I like to listen on Launchcast, which is like kind of like Spotify radio, I guess.
Like the only reason I had a Yahoo Hotmail or a Yahoo whatever was
Yeah.
for the games on Yahoo.
I
play pool
used to
and all
use
that crap.
Yahoo Messenger and
Yeah, well, it was part of that shit. Yeah.
what else? Well, Yahoo Messenger had a pretty great. It was my favorite client to use that had like mass chat rooms at the time. ICQ was nice, but MSN, AOL, I just didn't like the rooms that you could set up. And Yahoo,
don't.
man, you could set up rooms that had like 2,000 people in it.
Yeah, like I use ICQ for that shit, so I don't.
Well, what
really
was nice about the
remember.
rooms is the leader
But-
could stream their webcam. Like this was
Okay, yeah.
super early, so what people would do is that's how I would watch WWE pay-per-views and stuff.
Right.
That's how I would illegally pirate stuff back in the day
Mm.
on Yahoo Messenger.
Yeah, you're like 120p or something like that.
Yeah, it was probably around 144p there, and
Yeah.
like 15 frames a second or something. It's pretty awesome.
Okay, awesome.
Oh well,
Meaning, like,
before Yahoo, I remember there was two options. There was some
go
Windows.
to a bar.
Well, Windows Media. If you could find a stream on Windows Media, they looked great. But most of the ones I could find were coming out of Japan, so they were pretty hit or miss.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, my shit for that though was essentially just go to a bar.
well, yeah, there's that too. Back in the day, it was popular too. But
Yeah.
the other option was you would go to a site called webcam.com, and you could you could broadcast your
that-
webcam, and it was
that
one frame a
sounds-
second. 1 frame a second.
Fuck.
So I would have that, and then like a stream on not Shoutcast. Shoutcast. Yes, good old Shoutcast.
1 frame a second. Oh
Yeah,
my
so 1 frame
God.
a second with the audio. At least the audio was there. So, anyways, that was a good time. So hey, Yahoo, that got hacked. Sorry, we already knew this, but now, yeah, it turns out it's actually everybody. I don't know anybody who actually uses Yahoo for anything now. So
No, I
I
don't.
don't
Like
know.
Yahoo was going bankrupt a couple years ago, so I don't.
yeah,
They had to sell off a bunch of shit not to go bankrupt.
Yahoo was dope as at one point. It was like my favorite site. Dude, GeoCities. Oh man.
Yeah. Was it like they didn't divert like Google or whatever? Like really went into a lot. Like when they got all that money, they went into a lot of shit. I have no idea what Yahoo did with all their money.
Yeah, GeoCities is like the last Yahoo thing I really. Oh, and their website for video games, like the pool and all that. But
Yeah.
that got replaced by Pogo. EA took over. They're like, we're gonna take over this shit. Yahoo, fuck off. That's pretty much what happened. And then what's that other game? Zynga. What the fuck was that? Fuck, what was their website called? I don't remember. But Zynga got super popular, and then was it Facebook that bought them?
Probably. Yeah, I don't
Somebody bought them, and then Zynga are like fucking nothing now. Anyways, hey, Fallout 4. You want that on VR? Well, if you buy an
I
HTC,
would if you could actually walk around. Have they patched that? They were talking about patching it in.
I'm pretty sure you
I
can
don't know if they ever
actually
did.
walk around. I think.
Well,
you
the
can.
way it was
like
set at
teleporting?
launch, it was teleporting.
No, I think you can actually walk around. I'm pretty sure you can. Maybe it's getting patched, but the way they were talking about this is that it seemed like you could walk around. Anyways,
Yeah, no, I've seen both though. I've seen people walk around, but I've also seen
it's probably settable. So you could probably
Maybe.
switch between both of them. So it's if you buy an HTC Vive right now, until the game comes out, you can get it for free. So HTC Vive, it's what, 500 American right now? Is that the price?
I don't. I thought they had a. Well, okay, no, the price drop may have been just for a limited time.
No, it dropped. It dropped 100. I think the limited time drop was 200. So I think it's 500 right now, maybe 600. but I want to say 5. Anyways, if you're interested in Fallout 4 and you already have an HTC F5, fuck off, because you're going to have to buy it. But hey, it's a good deal if you want an HTC Vive. Oh yeah, now we're doing a load of laundry. Sweet.
Yeah.
I just guessed that. Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta. If you want to go get that, it's out right now. It's out right now on everything except PC, I think, because the PC I want to say is actually this weekend.
Sorry, it's 800 Canadian. The 5.
You got Canadian.
Yeah, but
What is that, American?
but that does come with the controllers and
And one sensor?
2 sensors.
2 sensors. Oh yeah, that makes sense. 3 sensors though. That's the way to go. Buy a third one. Get that
That's
super.
$800. Holy poops!
Oh yeah, no,
you don't-
VR is expensive.
And you need an $800 computer to be able to actually play anything.
Yeah, hey, it's like my fucking thing, the Oculus Gear VR. It's only $100, but you fucking need like $1,000 phone to fucking use it.
Yeah.
For the resolution of VR on mobile, it's actually way better than what I was thinking it was going to be. Anyways, yeah, Battlefront 2. If you're interested in that, the beta is out right now. Go play it. It's free.
On
PC,
what?
on everything. It's out
On everything.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, okay. So you can preload it right now. It's out tomorrow. It's out tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
They didn't message me about that on EA or Origin.
Well, it's open to everybody.
Yeah.
Now you know.
No, but that's what I would have thought they would have.
I'm here.
Yeah, well, they have notes on it saying like it is like open beta is almost here, but
If anybody wants to call in, do it via Skype, Mega Scorcher TV. Do it. Do it. Why not? And I'm just going to check in if there's some last second news stories here. Doesn't look like it. Golf Story came out on the Switch last week. That seems like a game I would totally play. It's a RPG. That's a golf game.
Right. Okay. I do actually kind of remember that.
Yeah, that's why I like the Mario golf games, because they're just RPGs, but with golf.
Mm.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like there's any real new news. A lot of Destiny 2 stuff this week, which I don't know if I would call news. It's just like, hey, Destiny stuff's happening. If you're into Destiny, there's a lot of stuff happening this week.
Don't buy it. That's all I'm seeing on YouTube is don't buy Destiny 2.
Why is that?
Something about the microtransactions.
Whatever. Suck a dick. Just ignore that shit.
Yeah.
There was a pretty interesting challenge that I saw this week about speedrunning for Mario 64. So there was one dude playing just regular Mario 64, and then there was 10 people playing the mod where you can play 10-player Super Mario 64.
Right.
And they were like racing to see who would get the most stars.
Mm.
The fastest. It's pretty fun. There's 10 people that didn't really know what they were doing too, so it was interesting. Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I would say they don't know what they were doing. They played video games, but they just, Mario 64. Jeremy's saying, dude, chat, dude, why are you doing in the chat room and on Discord? Just do the chat room. Anyways, he's saying Destiny 2 microtransactions are only for the shaders. And the shaders, the thing that people are freaking out is the shader in the first game covered your whole outfit. The shaders in this game cover only specific, like
the one body
glove.
part, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The one set of armor, the one piece of armor, sorry.
Mm-hmm. So that's
Yeah, well, I haven't played it yet because I don't.
But you could make your shaders look all cool. Like you could have like a Halloween themed dude.
Yeah, well, I know.
Like
but
orange
then,
and black shaders. That'd be cool.
Then you're spending $15 on doing that.
Oh well, okay. I guess the big complaint. I guess that this does kind of make sense. They're not reusable.
Mm.
So if you do buy them and you put them on something, they're gone. They're in that armor forever. And Destiny's weird because it's so cool, the idea of it's so cool, but the armor all ends up looking the fucking same at the end of the day. It's like everybody just wants the super powerful shit anyways, right? Because that's what you need at the end to do all the raids and all that. So everybody ends up looking the same anyways. So it's a cool concept that I have so many complaints about. So many complaints about Destiny. I love Bungie though. That's the thing. I love shooting things in that game. From a gameplay standpoint, it's amazing. I love it, but it's everything else, man. It's just weird. I'm not into it. If that game was just, hey, this is our Halo multiplayer game, I'd be into it. Hey, it's $20. Go buy this. You can just shoot some motherfuckers in the head. I'd be like, yep, I'm into this. I will do it. But no, there's this whole other thing attached to it that I'm not into.
Meh.
That's kind of why I don't like sports games in general now too, because there's so much bullshit in sports games. I'm just like, can you just give me a $10 version of this with the shit that I want in it? I don't care about any of this other stuff.
You like the whole career mode and all that shit, you mean?
Well, yeah, especially lately, like with our NBA game has a sports story mode in it.
Yeah.
And your ACL gets torn at one point, and you have to retire. And now you're the GM or whatever the fuck they move you up to. I don't know. It's weird. Me get a goddamn haircut, and if the chair is worth it. But I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I'm just going to wrap this show up. We're done. And we're going to talk about MMA soon if you're watching live. If not, oops, wrong theme song.
Okay, so where are comments coming from? Twitch or
Twitch? Yes. All right, I'm out of here. We're done. Fresh Air's Overrated, episode number 248. It's not Steiner's chair. It's his microphone is picking up the background so bad. I know. I get it. We're gonna figure this out.
I don't know.
We're gonna figure this out. What mic is that? A blue
Blue Yeti.
Oh, Yeti. What about the chair? Oh my God. Okay, he's talking about your chair for some reason. He likes it. Oh, is it worth it? There you go.
Yes, the memory foam on my ass, fucking amazing.
All right, you heard it here first. Butt comfort very high.
It's all memory foam on my ass. Freaking awesome.
After a day of getting plowed, I like to sit on this chair. You laughed too much at that. You made it seem weird. All right, okay, we're done. Thanks for tuning in. We're here every Thursday for Shows Overrated. Talk about video games. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, where's that? Where's the fade? There it is. All right.
The super long idiotic fade?
No, it's just 5 seconds.
Okay.